Welcome back. Well, we have Hugh Nguyen here on behalf of the Orange County Clerk Recorder's Office. Well, welcome. Nice to see you again.
Thank you for having me here today.
Well, of course. The last time you were here, you had some grand opening stuff, and this time again, you have more grand opening. You guys are busy over there.
Yeah, our office is very busy. Our South County office, we serve a lot of South County residents, and my job is to make sure we bring our service to the community. Excellent. And so I'm excited to announce that next Friday, May 26th at 10 a.m., we're going to do a ribbon cutting, and we're going to launch passport services.
That's great. And you know, there's a lot of different ways to get passports, and we'll talk about that in just a bit.
Right.
But you know what? Tell me about the recorder's office and the civic hall there. There's lots of different things that are going on there. Tell me as an overview.
Yeah, so that's one of our branch offices. We have branch offices in Anaheim, Old County Courthouse, the beautiful historical building. That's where we do marriages, and I'm in charge of all the records back to 1889 for archives. And then our new CAS building, which is central location, one-stop shop. But I'm really proud of our South County office in Laguna Hills. And people have been asking, customers have been asking my staff every day about passport services. And we are the best, I believe, in processing the passport, because our staff, they do amazing work. They do it right the first time, so it doesn't get sent back.
Right.
And that's important because, you know, people are wanting to travel and they need their passport.
Well, that's for sure. And there's been quite a delay these days, too. So we'll talk to you about what happens there. Now, you said there's going to be grand opening. Now, when you were here last time, what was the grand opening for?
Yeah, what we did before was expansion of our office.
Okay.
Our office was so small and we were very busy. And so what I thought to streamline and make it easier for customer was we opened our Suite 160, which is for marriages, and now passport strictly for that. And also we are able to create a big ceremony room. And so we didn't have a ceremony room. It was very small.
Oh, great.
But people do love it. They're doing ceremonies outside.
We're showing that right now. I mean, that's so pretty.
Yeah,
it looks like you are right. You just fake everybody out. We're right on the beach.
Yeah, we thought the theme for South County would be nice with some ocean view.
Great.
And then people also have options to get married outside in front of the city hall. So beautiful.
It is. In fact, one of the shots I wanted to show again was actually the fountain that's in the front. You can do it there.
Yes.
And then right to the side is the county recorder's office.
Yes.
Which is great. Like there's one there that looks absolutely beautiful. And then the next one shows your office, which seems like it's totally like a separate add-on.
Yes. And so we have that add-on, and then on the other side was Suite 150.
Okay.
So a customer can come in and get their vital records, birth, death, and marriage certificate.
Right.
You can become a notary, get sworn in.
Okay.
Get an oral copy. What it means is if you need your grant deeds and copies of your real records, we have that. And also FBNs. A lot of business owners file their fictitious business name.
Oh.
So we do that. And also in the new suite I was able to not close down at lunch for real property recordings. So we get a lot of real property recordings from homeowners that come in, they pay off their loans, or they need to do anything like that, they can come in and record with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So busy office. Now, as you mentioned, Friday is going to be the brand new section that does passports.
Yes.
So why is it important for you guys to be able to do passports for people in your facility?
Yeah, you know, it's important because all my other location, number one, we do passport. In South County, we've been working really hard to get ready to do passport. From what I hear from customer, there's limited appointments available from post office to libraries that do passport. So if I'm able to help the public, and our office is so unique because it's like a one-stop shop, Lisa, so people can come in, get their passport. Our photos, I was able to lower the cost last year down to $7.
Oh, that's
it's probably
great.
the cheapest. From what we hear from customer, people can charge from $15 to $20-something dollars. And so $7 is cheap. And also, if you need a birth certificate and you're born in Orange County, we have your birth certificate.
Right there, yeah.
So to me, it's a one-stop shop.
Okay.
Makes it easy. And I do feel our staff, we do a great job in the passport services.
So if somebody needed a passport, I mean, of course, you could do something online, and there's a slide that we have that kind of talks about, you know, if you've answered no to these particular types of questions, and you will have to go in person, right?
Right.
So let's kind of go over that. So where you have on the left is you have just by mail, right? So give me some examples of why they need to come in.
Right. So if you, just so I want to make sure, the customer understands, we only do new passport. If you need to do renewal, what I did was I was out so much in the community that people always ask about renewal. So what we did is on our website, ocrecorder.com, we added in directions and guidelines to help customer. Great. Even though you're not gonna come in and see us, we want to help you how to get renew your passport. But if you need a new passport.
Okay, so new is the only one that you're doing in person.
We only do
All right,
in person.
so when you renew, you have a means to do it, right? And then so you're giving them step-by-step instructions.
Yes.
Perfect.
So basically it's guide to the state
Great.
of how to do it.
Okay, great. Now, if you want a brand new one, though, you can come into your facility.
Come in
now, is
our
it
office.
A walk-in basis?
Yes. We recommend appointments, but we will never, ever turn away a walk-in.
Okay.
My staff knows how I feel about serving the public.
Okay.
And so if you're going to walk in, we're here to help you. We're going to serve you.
Now, there's been some discussion about a passport versus a real ID.
Yes.
What do you suggest when people ask you questions about that?
You know what? Passport is good for 10 years. So I believe, if you need to get a real ID, you should. But a passport basically covers that.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Lisa, I just got a passport a couple weeks ago myself. I went to my Anaheim office and got my passport. I don't have a real ID yet.
Okay.
But my passport, we're taking a trip to Alaska in September.
Okay.
So my wife and I, we had to get a passport. I don't travel much outside the country. So I finally got a passport, but it's a preference, but I think a passport, either a book and a card is good enough.
Right.
You can do that.
Right. Now, it's funny, you got a passport where you're going to Alaska. They still want you to have a passport to get on that ship.
Yeah, because we're stopping in Canada.
Oh,
so,
there you go.
So they told us you either stay on the ship or you have a passport and you can get off. So my wife's like.
So when you travel internationally, of course,
Yes.
it's always a good idea to have a passport.
For
You
sure.
don't generally need it for domestic travel. However, that is changing because if
Yes.
you don't have the real ID, you will have to have a passport and your driver's license.
Yes.
Okay.
And I
there's
think
both.
what you said is perfect. It's an option, right?
Yeah.
But to have your passport, either your passport book or your card, it makes it easier.
Okay.
But I do want to let you know, Lisa, right now, if you're applying for a passport, it's taking around 10 to 13 weeks.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I want the public to know, once we process it, it goes to the state. We have no control.
Out of your hands.
I wish
thought
I
that
did.
maybe because it was new, you guys were going to have like a streamlined service.
If it was in my control, you get it that same day, right? But it isn't. But customers can expedite.
Okay, yeah.
But it costs $60 more per applicant.
Right.
And it's 7 to 9 weeks right now.
Oh, wow.
for
And
that.
that's 7 to 9 weeks for the extra.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're better off just paying the regular and wait. I mean, make sure you get it well in advance because I have heard that people are making their plans months in advance and the passport isn't there.
Yes.
So-
Unfortunately, I've had friends call me on a Monday and say, I'm going to Italy on Friday. So I told them, I don't think you're going to be going to Italy.
No,
so now
absolutely
they have to go
not.
to LA and make an appointment, get in line all day,
Yeah.
and justify,
Right.
can you give
Right.
me a passport? And that's the problem.
Well, that's great. That's
Yeah, but
great.
then one more thing I want to add, Lisa, is if a child is under 16 years old, both parents has to come with the child under 16.
Okay.
It's the requirement from the state, and that's why I have openings on Saturday, right?
Oh, good.
Our next opening is in June, and then also September and October and December.
Okay.
And so it gives opportunity to the couples to come in together. People work and go to school, right? And so they can come in with their child under 16 because
Okay.
both parents have to be there.
So then what happens if you have a baby that you're traveling with? Does that baby need a passport too?
Yes.
Is that something new or has that always been the case?
No, it's always been the case from what I know.
Okay.
I know we take passport photos for babies.
Wow.
And so we make it easy. We came up with a very creative way. You're going to laugh, Lisa, but we got a big beanbag. And so when you lay the baby down, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's safe. and we're able to take the photos because they're really stuck on the beanbag.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
So one of our staff came up with that. That was amazing.
So smart. And that's better than going to the post office, that's for sure. Because the post office is, stand here, do this, and that's very creative. So fantastic. So let's remind everybody again, that's going to be on May 26th. It starts at 10 a.m. That's the ribbon cutting. How exciting. Who's going to be there?
You know what? I've invited guests from our customers and also some elected official.
Wow.
That way they can let their constituents know, especially South County feds, federal and state. I want them to share, and our Board of Supervisors will be there. Katrina Foley is for South County. And so I'm excited to have everybody there. But I want to remind the customer one thing. When you come in to get a passport, the state mandates you to bring a check or money order. We have to make out a check money order to the U.S. Department of State. You have to have a separate check. We can't help out on that. So you have to bring a check or money order. And then there's a processing fee that we collect. And anywhere you go, post office is $35. And that you can pay with a credit card, cash, or check. We're simple. The state, you have to bring a check or money order.
So for a new passport, you have to bring a check or money order for the actual cost of the passport, and then your fees can be paid with a credit card.
Exactly.
And
that happens a lot, Lisa, where a customer don't bring a check or money order. So it's inconvenient. They have to go home and get a check or a money order, or go to the store. But I just want to let the public know, to make it smooth and easy, just come on in and visit our website, ocrecorder.com, and you can make an appointment. And we're almost fully booked for Friday already.
Are you? Oh, wow. Okay.
So we have 30 appointments, and it's last I checked last night was almost at 18 now.
Oh, wow.
But don't worry, walk in.
And that's after, of course, the 10 o'clock hour.
Yeah. So our first appointment's 10:30.
At 10:30. Wow.
On Friday.
It's a short celebration on Friday. All right. Well, thank you very much for the information. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. If you want more information about the event that's on the 26th, you can always go to ocrecorder.com, or you can give them a call at 714-834-2500. We'll be right back.